Cheers! I know it has lumps and it doesn't look appetizing. I'm a really lazy matcha maker. If you come visit, I'll make it much better for you. How are you? I didn't make a vlog in a really long time. Or vlog, however you prefer to pronounce it. Oh, it's nice in New York now. It's nice in New York now. Today's Monday. We just had a really nice weekend here. On Saturday, the city came out here to Rockaway because it was the first real nice summer-like day, so everyone wanted to go to the beach. And on Sunday, I went into Manhattan to check out the art that's going on in Manhattan. It was like a huge art weekend in Manhattan. I went to two artsy things. The first one was Volta art fair, which my friend Shuto had his paintings displayed and for sale. It's actually a really nice story, like a really New York story of how I met him and how I got to know him. He's a Japanese artist that does super, super nice things. Like 8 years ago, I was just driving around Williamsburg, I guess trying to get brunch or something, and then I remember seeing him on the street doing something with another artist friend. I don't remember exactly, but he was sitting on the street with his skateboard, and then we started talking, and then he said it was an artist, and then he showed me on his phone some of his works, and then I loved it so much, so I met him later and I bought one of his artworks. Actually, let me go get it. I'll show you the one I got. Here. Isn't this beautiful? Oh, I love it so much. To me, it looks like, or every time I look at this picture, I feel like as an artist, I have to extract the best things out of the universe and like put them into the world. What do you see? Tell me in the comments. What do you see? What's this picture to you? Yeah, so I saw Shuto, and his wife is also an artist. She's my favorite artist now too. I didn't meet her before, but now I met her. We're gonna hang out later this summer, and it's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna visit their studio and stuff. That's something that I was thinking about a lot lately, how important it is if you are creative to surround yourself with other artists. Even if you're not a creative, full-time creative or whatever it is, I think it's really important to be aware of the fact that what you focus on, what comes in goes out in a way. So if you spend time with creative people that make beautiful things, make interesting things, have interesting ideas and concepts, I feel like that kind of rubs off and it can be inspiring. So I can't wait to hang out with those guys more.
This painting, I want to express the distance of nature and me, and urban life and me. And on the tree, me and my wife, and looking down the urban life.
Upstate?
Yeah.
Ah.
And Manhattan, and something like that.
So we were just saying that as artists, it's always this cycle about you need inspiration both from nature and from urban life.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's hard sometimes, or it's always hard to be an artist and to try to make your art, and then you need to go in nature, and then you can't be in nature, and it's like all these different thoughts all the time.
Container ship, and I recently always draw the container ship because this one is like an icon of the human desire. There's so many stuff and so many things that bring on the ship and going around the world. Yeah.
And then after I saw Shuto and his art, I went to the Jean-Michel Basquiat exhibition that's currently on display. I think it's closing June 30th here in New York, if I'm not mistaken, or is it May 30th? You have to check it out. Anyway, it's amazing. It's put together by his family who controls his estate, so there's a ton of paintings and items that haven't been displayed as much or at all before. And it's pretty big, and it's all about his life from beginning to end, and it's very, very inspiring to see someone who was so true to himself, and what kind of inspiration and legacy you can leave, and what kind of inspiration you can be to other people in the world if you choose to share your unique gifts and your unique talents. And he did that, and look, So it's a reminder that we can all do that. I feel like sometimes when you're just starting out as an artist, and even once you've been an artist for years, you can forget, and you can kind of start not censoring yourself, but you can kind of start second guessing what came to you first. Like when I make music, sometimes, not so much anymore, but in the past I would listen and I would think, oh, are people gonna like that? Are people gonna, is that, I don't know. But now I just go with it because that was the first instinct. So I think it's much cooler if I like it and I make it for myself and I like it, then other people will too. So that's that. So that's basically what I did this weekend. And then I released my poetry book, which you can buy on Amazon now. And I have been working on my EP. It comes out June 3rd. You can pre-save it on Spotify. It comes out June 3rd. I'm excited for that. It's actually the first EP I ever released. I've only done singles. So it'll be very good to get that out. It's like a mix of folk with a little bit of pop, a little bit of R&B-ish, hip-hop. It's eclectic. So that'll be good. It's very interesting because since moving from Manhattan and moving out here to Rockaway, it really has changed my creative impulses to be in this environment with the ocean right here and more quiet time. Like, I never made folk music before, or like stripped down music. You'll hear what I mean when you hear the music that is gonna come out. But so that's, like I said earlier, what goes in, gets recycled, and then it comes back out somehow through your filter. So it's good to be aware what you focus on. This EP I actually also mixed myself. I recorded it myself right here in Rockaway in this room. And I mixed it. I'm getting better and better at mixing, and produced it also. So I'm actually a pretty impatient person with myself. So music really teaches me to be patient, because if you make music, you understand. I don't even have to explain it, but if you don't make music, just know that getting like the mix correctly with EQ levels and compression, all these audio technical terms, but getting that right, it takes a lot of time and practice. And then you can't overdo it, because your ears start to, it's like when you speed in a car, like after a while you can't tell what if you're going fast or not so fast. And it's the same thing, like even if you like to work hard with audio, like you have to take breaks, because otherwise you get overwhelmed. So I recommend if you want to work on your patience, you should try to produce a song. And then I also bought a really cool top. Here, it's from Colin Locascio. Here, Colin. Anyway, it's so amazing. I love it. That's something else that I have been really aware of and thinking about since I moved to Rockaway. You know, lately in the world, there are so many people and so many big companies that talk about helping the community and building the community and stuff like that. And it's very interesting, because when you live in a big city, you kind of don't have that community feeling. And now that I'm not in Manhattan, but actually in a community here in Rockaway, it's a really cool groove. It's a really cool groove. Yeah, so in that sense, I have been thinking about community. As an artist, you can also shape the community you live in, but you can also create your own community and hang out with other artists and inspire each other and support each other. And and just look at the beautiful creativity that you can invest in and you can enjoy. It's so much beautiful stuff out there. Oh, I love it so much. Basically, the bottom line is that we can create the community that we want to live in by our own creations and our own respect for our own creative force and our own viewpoints, and not second guessing ourselves, and don't even go there, you know? And then also by our choices, by, you know, choosing to go supporting artists when they have exhibits, or hitting up artists directly and buy their art, invest in amazing fashion that's from smaller boutique designers that are not as known as the big brands yet. By doing that, you got yourself a cool community that's thriving and full of creative amazingness. Yes, and green plants that we love. We really have such an amazing opportunity these days to create the world that we want to live in. We just have to make choices, little choices, that support that vision, you know? And that's basically it. I haven't been making any cover songs recently, since I've been working on my EP, but now that's done, so now I'm gonna do some cover songs again. I'm excited, and I'm excited for the summer. I hope we are all gonna have an amazing summer with travel and good food and good friends and good community building and creativity and everything that's beautiful, and peace and love. That's what I wish for you. That's what I wish for the world. Woo! I'll see you in the next vlog. Thank you for following me. Don't forget to subscribe. Love you.